If you're a cannabis naive patient, it means you have never added an external compound into your endocannabinoid system. Doesn't matter how big you are, how heavy you are, 120 kg male can still experience very, very strong effects of cannabis if they take too much THC. So be wary of that. So I always recommend you take THC and CBD together. You may find products that are THC isolate, meaning only THC. So what does that do to your brain and your neurology? Well, when you add one input, it makes the other natural CBD rise. So if you're only going to take THC, it will imbalance your endocannabinoid system in a certain way. So your body feels, oh, I don't have to create my own anandamide. Let me reduce that. But CBD is not being activated. 2-AG is not being activated. So let me stimulate that. And it imbalances the endocannabinoid system. That's why in the natural cannabis plant, in its natural form, you will always find CBD and all its other cannabinoids, CBN, CBG, you name it. All the cannabinoids are found along with the THC. They work hand in hand together. That homeostasis needs to be done with both of them. And so by taking THC on its own, only THC, you may still get that euphoria, you'll feel intoxicated and high as if you've had a drink or two or three, but the next morning you wake up with a very bad hangover, headache, and you may feel a bit disorientated. That's because you're actually abusing your endocannabinoid system. So by simply taking a balanced 1:1 ratio, 1 part THC to 1 part CBD, you are allowing your body to be still in balance, and you are not stimulating excess production of your endogenous, well, built-in cannabinoids, which is 2-AG and anandamide, and you can still regulate your symptoms. So chronic pain, anxiety, insomnia, nausea and vomiting after chemotherapy, even flu-like illness. I can still recall a time when I had quite a severe case of coronavirus, and I took THC in an edible form. And THC in its edible form actually changes into a different structure because of your liver. So, to explain, if you eat it, it goes into your stomach lining, your stomach starts to digest it with acid and dissolves, and it absorbs into your gut and into your bloodstream. Now, anything that passes through your gut must first be checked by your liver. Your liver must see, is there any toxins, can I decompose and detoxify this element? The initial form of THC is delta-9 THC. That's its standard form once decarboxylated. In order for it to go through your liver and be digested by your tissues, it must be changed into 11-hydroxy THC. That is a stronger and longer lasting form of THC. So for a medical patient, this is perfect. Slow, steady onset. After about an hour or two, it starts to have its effect. A nice long effect of pain relief, anxiety relief, and then it slowly tapers off. One thing to note is that THC can be detected in a urine test. So if you're doing this at work or something along those lines, you have to bear in mind, you have to give your employer some notice and say that I'll be using these medications. They have to be aware that your mental faculties will be slightly altered, not to the point where you're intoxicated at work, but throughout the day you will have this effect in your body. And it can be detected, so if you're not going to go to the doctor, you have to bear that in mind. Now let's compare this to inhaling it or smoking it in the form of a vapor or in a simple cigarette. When you inhale it, it goes directly into your lungs. Your alveoli will accept that THC and the CBD, and it basically goes directly into your bloodstream. No need for your liver to actually activate because it's immediately absorbed by your endocannabinoid system and activates two receptors, CB1 and CB2. But now that we're talking about CB1 and THC, you have to bear in mind that it is on the post-synaptic cleft. So I always do this just to recap. This is presynaptic, this is post-synaptic. This is coming from the brain, this is going to your tissues. The THC, unlike every other molecule in your body, starts from here and goes upwards. It's called reverse inhibition. And it's amazing that this is your natural self-regulating mechanism, and it's so complex. You find THC receptors in many areas of the body, not only the brain, spinal cord and nerves, but it's also found in the kidneys, the heart, and different organ systems around your body. Hopefully we'll get an image over here so you can see distribution of CB1 receptors. Now, this is important to note because the higher the dosage of THC, the more the effects or side effects may be. So, certain side effects may be redness in the eyes or bloodshot eyes. That's simply vasodilation of the blood vessels. It's not going to cause any harm to your eyes, but you can simply take an eye drop that will reduce that redness. Second thing, cotton mouth. That's basically your increased thirst center. So there's an area of your brain where hunger and thirst are accelerated. So you'll get this cotton mouth, simply drink water, alleviate that cotton mouth until the cotton mouth has disappeared. Third, is your hunger receptors. People tend to get the munchies and they just eat and absorb food better and they can appreciate the taste of the food. It's actually quite a wonderful phenomenon. And it's really good at treating people with anorexia nervosa, bulimia, and certain conditions after chemotherapy where the appetite is gone, but THC stimulates that. And because it's working to accelerate your hunger center, if you do not eat, if you stop yourself from overeating and basically allow the metabolism to increase, you will lose weight as well, which is beneficial side effect, I would say. Another side effect may be accelerated heart rate. So if you are a cardiac patient or have issues with angina pectoris or different cardiac issues, I would say take it easy on the THC and consult a medical professional before you start. So increasing the dosage of THC may accelerate your heart rate, and that's okay, as long as it does not cross a resting heart rate of 100 beats per minute.